Hello everyone, this is Apurva Malani, your VMAT mentor from Macrovision Academy, Burhanpur. Today, our topic for VMAT is figure partition and counting. In figure partition, you will be given certain figures wherein you will be asked to count the number of squares, rectangles or triangles that are there in the figure. Now, either you can actually manually count the number of partitions, number of figures that are there, or there are certain tricks that will help you to count the actual number of figures that are there. We'll start off with counting the number of squares. First, we'll count the number of squares in a square. Now, a figure like this can be given to you. So, either your choice is to count the number of squares that are there in this figure manually, or you can count them using a formula or a shortcut trick. Options are given to you. Your first step is, now in a square you know that the number of rows and columns are equal. You have to count how many partitions or how many rows and columns are there in this square. Here I can see that the number of rows and columns are 3. So simply the number of squares will be the sum of the squares of natural numbers up to 3. I repeat, the sum of squares of natural numbers up to 3. So because here I can see that the partition, there are 3 partitions in this square. So number of squares will be 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square, which is 14. Now you can verify this formula. I'll count the number of squares here manually for verification of this formula. So firstly I'll count the smallest square, the smallest piece in this figure. There are 9 small squares as you can see. So 9 plus, then there are squares made of 2 sides, that is a slightly bigger square. So how many such squares are there in this figure? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So there are 4 such squares. So I'll add 4 also. Again there is one more square in this figure, the bigger, the main square, the box that is there. So plus 1. How many total number of squares I can see? There are 14 squares. So instead of counting here, it is only a square of 3 by 3. So it is easier to count. If I am given a square of 8 by 8 or let's say 10 by 10, you will not count in that case because it will be very tedious. It will take a lot of time. So instead of actually counting the number of squares, I can use this formula. Now either you can add the number of squares or you can use a formula that is there. We'll talk about it later. For this question the answer is 14, C. Now in next question we'll do the same thing. I am taking a different square. This is a 4 by 4 square. Again like I did in the previous question, I'll count the number of squares. Number of pieces or partitions in this square is 4. Therefore number of squares are how many? 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square, which is equal to 30. I am adding the number of I am adding the squares of the number up to 4, natural numbers up to 4. So I am getting the answer simply as 30. I don't have to count in this case. Now this formula can be written in the this equation can be written in the form of a formula. If you are more comfortable with formulas, you can remember that formula or you can simply remember this. Either you can remember this line or this formula. It is totally up to you. If you are more comfortable with formula, use this formula. Here n is what? N is the number of partitions that are there. So in this case n was what? N was 4. So if I write 4 in this formula, I will get 4 into 5 into 9 divided by 6, which is equal to 30. So you can use either one of these things. Next, I want to count the number of squares in a rectangle. So now in a rectangular figure, the number of partitions of rows and columns are going to be different. Here also you are given the options to select from. First step to count the number of squares in this is you have to count the number of partitions of rows and columns. How many rows and columns are there? So let's count the number of rows and columns. There are 5 columns and there are 3 rows in this given figure. Now after you count the number of rows and columns, what are the maximum numbers that are there? There are 5 columns and 3 rows. So I'll take 5 and 3, that is the maximum of both the columns and the rows, and I'll multiply these two numbers. So here I'll write what? 5 into 3, which is 15. After multiplying the two biggest rows and columns, keep subtracting 1, that is from 5 to 3 I'll come to 4 and 2, and after that 3 and 1. So I'll keep on multiplying up till the point where I get 0. So when I get 0, it's useless for me, I'll not take 0. So up to 1 I'll multiply the number of maximum rows and columns, and I'll add these numbers. So I'll get 26. These are the number of squares there are in this particular figure. That is all. There is no formula. There is a formula actually, but I prefer not to use it because it makes things a little more complicated than it is required. This is a simple trick you can use. Again, you can see the trick, repeat the video. Now in the next we'll count the number of rectangles in a rectangle. First thing, again I'll say take the same figure. I have options with me. Now to count the rectangle, you can use a simple formula, that is n into n plus 1 into m into m plus 1 divided by 4. What are m and n here? The number of rows and columns. So the number of rows, like I said in this figure, was 3, and the number of columns for this was 5. So you can simply put the values of n and m, that is the rows and the columns, and you will be able to get the answer. So the number of rectangles in this case will be 3 into 4 into 5 into 6 divided by 4. 3 and 5 are the number of rows and columns, and I am substituting the value in the formula. Nothing else to do, no actual manual counting, and the answer will be B90. There are 90 rectangles in this figure. So if you start counting 90 rectangles, obviously it's going to take a lot of time. So instead of that, I am using formulas only. Now counting the number of rectangles in a square. To count the number of rectangles in a square, again I'll use simple formula, simple tricks. First thing, the formula that I am giving you from the previous question, you can change the value of m to n. That is what a square is, right? The number of rows and columns are equal. So in a similar way, when you substitute the value of m to n in the previous formula, you will get a formula n into n plus 1 divided by 2 and its whole square. So that is the number of rectangles you will get in this figure. So here the number of n, the number of rows and columns is 5, which is the value of n. So by substituting the value of n as 5, I'll get the answer as 225. Therefore the number of rectangles are 225 in this figure. Now we'll come to counting the triangles. Now there are a lot of varieties in which a triangle can be partitioned. There are 4 types. I'll take one at a time. Our first type of triangles will be triangles that are vertically divided, which have vertical partitions in it. Either you can count them manually. So let's try to count the number of triangles manually. In this case, there is one small triangle, another small triangle to the right, and a bigger triangle. There are total 3 triangles in this figure. Now either you can count them manually, or there is a trick to it that you can follow. Now because this is a very easy, simple figure, it is easy to count the number of triangles here, but all the time you will not be getting such easy figures. So let us understand the trick first. First step towards the trick is you will have to count the number of partitions that are there. So in this triangle, the number of partitions are 2, the left side and the right side. There is one vertical lines, and the number of partitions here is 2. So after counting the number of partitions, you have to add the numbers, natural numbers up to that is up to 2. So when you add the natural numbers, 1 plus 2, it is 3. It is a silly trick as of now, but as the number of partitions increase, it will help a lot. Let us take a different example. In this case, when you count the number of triangles, it will take you a lot more time. So instead of counting the number of triangles that are there, directly count the number of partitions. How many partitions are there in this triangle? There are 4 partitions in 4 vertical partitions in this figure. So again, following the trick, I know I have to add the numbers up to 4. Simply adding the natural numbers up to 4 will give me how many triangles are there. There are 10 such triangles. So when you start counting the number of triangles, often you miss something or you count something twice and you will get the number of triangles or the number of figures wrong. So instead of getting a wrong answer and taking a lot of time, you can simply remember these tricks and find the correct answer in a much shorter time period. Now, how there is a formula for this also. Either you can add the numbers up to n, that is the number of partitions, or you can use the formula. The formula says the number of triangles in such case is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. N is what? The number of partitions that are there in the figure. Now we'll move to the second type. In second type, the partitions are horizontal. They are not vertical, they are horizontal. It's a very simple triangle, it's a very simple figure. Here simply the number of triangles are equal to the number of horizontal lines. No counting, no using any brain, no using your brains. Simply the number of triangles is equal to the number of horizontal lines that are there. So in first case the number of horizontal line is 2. In second case the number of horizontal lines are 3, and in third case it is 4. So the number of triangles are 2, 3 and 4. It is as simple as that. Now in third case I have a combination of vertical and horizontal division. Here as you can see in the figures, the triangles are vertically divided as well as horizontally divided. Now what do I do? Now again you count the number of partitions in such case. So the number of vertical partitions I am taking as n, and the number of horizontal partitions or horizontal lines I am taking as m. Now what you have to do is, to count the number of triangles, you have to multiply the types type 1 and type 2 answers. Let's say in type 1, what did you do? You added the numbers up to n. So that is what I am doing. I am adding the numbers up to n, and after that I am multiplying it with the number of horizontal lines. Now let us make a formula for the same. The formula will be as it was in the first case, the type 1 question, n into n plus 1 by 2 into m, that is the number of horizontal lines or horizontal partitions. Now I'll take an example for you so that you can understand the concept better. In this question I know that the vertical partitions for this triangle is what? 2. So the number of triangles in that case, let us assume that there is no horizontal partition. So in first case I am just counting how many triangles are there if there is only vertical partition, no horizontal. Let us forget the horizontal line for a minute and count the number of triangles. In this case the number of triangles were 3. We have already taken this. Now in second case the number of horizontal lines or horizontal partitions are 2, and again do the same thing. Let us forget about the vertical line. So I'll know that number of triangles in this case is 2. So the total number of triangles is 3 into 2, that is type 1 into type 2. Now as you can see, as per the formula that we have written, number of triangles is what? Sum of n into n plus 1 into m. N is what? 2, as in, so the formula becomes 2 into 3 into 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 6. Therefore I have 6 number of triangles, or you can simply say that you will multiply the answer that you are getting for type 1 and for type 2 and you will get the answer simply. Now I'll take one more example. Here I have a different figure with you and the number of vertical and horizontal partitions have been increased. Now according to type 1, which is what? Only vertical partition. Let us forget about the horizontal lines for a minute and think about the vertical partitions only. So how many partitions, such partitions are there? I have 4 such partitions, as you can see in the figure. Let us forget about the horizontal lines altogether. There are 4 vertical lines. So number of triangles in this case is 4 into 5 by 2, or the sum of numbers up to 4, which is equal to 10. Now in second type, you have to count the horizontal partitions or the horizontal lines. In second case, you are forgetting about the vertical partitions altogether. So the number of horizontal lines I have as 5. So the number of triangles is also equal to 5. Now to get the total number of triangles for this figure, I'll just multiply these two numbers, that is 10 into 5 is equal to 50. That is the product of number of triangles in both the cases. And I'll get, by using the formula also, I'll get the same answer. In the formula I'll put the values of n and m, and I'll get the answer as 50 itself. Now I'll take, this is the last type of triangle which I have to count. Here you are given a symmetric figure as in from all the sides it will look the same. As you can see, if you turn the figure, you will get the same figure if you keep it on different edges. So this is a special case. This is a symmetric figure of a triangle. Now to count the number of triangles, how will you count it? So let's start with actually counting the number of triangles. 4 small triangles are here. As you can see, I am numbering them, the smaller ones, the small triangles which are, they are 9 in numbers. So there are 9 small triangles, and next I have the bigger triangles with 2 sides each. So they are how many in number? 1, 2 and 3. There are 3 such triangles, and one more triangle, this bigger triangle, the main triangle is there. So how many total triangles I'll get? I'll get the number of triangles as 9 plus 3 plus 1, that is 13. So when the number of triangles or the number of partitions are less, it is easier to do, it is easier to manually count. But when the number of triangles or the partitions increase, it will be more difficult and challenging to count the number of triangles manually. For that also we have a trick. To count the number of triangles in this figure, the first step you do is, the first thing that you have to do is you have to count the number of partitions that are there. Now this is a symmetric figure like I have mentioned, so from any side that you count, you will get the number of partitions as same. That is, let's see, 1 2 3 4, there are 4 partitions, 1 2 3 4, there are 4 partitions in this figure. So I'll write the numbers up to 4, 1 2 3 and 4. The first step that you do is, after this you write the first number as it is. So 1 is the same. For 2 you write the number, the sum of numbers up to 2. So the sum of numbers up to 2 will be 3. 1 plus 2, which is 3. For 3, the sum of numbers up to 3 is 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3 gives 6. So I'll write 6 in front of 3. And the sum of numbers up to 4 is 10. So I'll write 10 here. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 10. I'll add these numbers added gives 20. This is not the answer. There is a second step after this. After this you go from, for these numbers you go from the bottom to the top, but you eliminate every alternate number. So starting from 10, you eliminate the first number, that is, we'll eliminate 10 itself. After that we'll count 6, and again we'll skip 3, we'll eliminate 3 and we'll take 1. We'll add these numbers also to 20. So the actual answer is 20 plus 6 plus 1, which is 27. There are 27 triangles in this figure. Now if you have any problem, you can repeat the process, or again I can take the same questions, the same trick I'll explain with the previous question. For this question, the number of total triangles are 27. Now again I am taking the previous question, the previous figure. Here if I follow the trick, what I'll do is I'll write the numbers 1 2 and 3, because how many partitions are there in this figure? There are 3 partitions, 1 2 and 3. So I'll write the numbers up to 3. For first I'll write the number as say, that is 1. For 2, the sum of numbers up to 2 is 3, and the sum of numbers up to 3 is 6. So when I add these numbers, I'll get what? I'll get 10. After that, the second step to the process was to eliminate the alternate numbers starting from the bottom. So I am eliminating the numbers. 6 is eliminated and 1 is eliminated. So I'll get 3 as the remaining number. So I'll add 3 to the number of triangles. So the answer will be 13. There are total 13 triangles in this figure. Now today we have learned the basics of this topic. Only the basic, the most generic figures I have explained. If you are interested in learning about the more advanced figures or how to calculate the numbers, you can follow up, you can watch the follow-up video of this topic, the second video, which has more advanced questions. If you have any doubts in these questions, please mention it in the comment section below. Thank you. Have a nice day.